apology. What's going on, guys? Thanks for sticking around again. Hey, ladies, dudes, what's up? I'm Kyle Smith, and before we get started too much with this part of the show, I just want to put it out there that I'm completely opposed to nicknames. Had a lot of bad nicknames growing up. I think they're unfair because nicknames take one night to get and then a lifetime to live down. It's like, oh, one crazy night and you're Kyle the hooker stabber. Like, kind of a snap judgment. I like that joke because I can change the ending of it depending on who's in the crowd and I can still be edgy and relevant. Like my grandparents came to a show and they're like 85 from Iowa, so I don't want to say hooker stabber in front of my grandma, you know? But I still wanted her to kind of feel like it was an edgy joke. So I'm like, oh, one crazy night and you're Kyle the interracial dater. And she's like, oh, what? No, that should be illegal. Maybe that's where we come from. Racism's like a hobby in the South. It's fucked up. They're 85, so, you know. So, I was at the airport recently, and I went to use the bathroom, and halfway through I realized there was no toilet paper in my stall, and then I reached into the one next to me to try to get some, and I ended up having sex with a senator. Does that happen to you guys? Because he said it's totally normal and it doesn't even make me gay. I just have a wide stance, so... Alright. That was not even that contemporary anymore, I just like it, so fuck it. Because it's kind of political season again. We got the whole election going on, that's exciting. We got an opinionated white woman who fights with a well-spoken black guy, and then we got like a crazy Mormon and a super conservative religious dude from the South. This doesn't sound like an election, this sounds like the cast of Real World New Orleans. I don't want him to be president, I want him to run a juice bar, like, I love in America, we care about what you did while you're running for president, but if you win, fuck it, we don't care, you know, what you do from then. We're like, whoa, you smoked pot when you were 17? Haha, you're not fit to be your commander-in-chief 45 years later. And it's like, oh, you just invade whatever the hell you want, you got the job. I go to UC San Diego, I'm about to graduate, that's exciting, yeah. I know, it's cool, it's a political science degree, you don't have to clap for that. It's cool, I'm really excited to have a degree in political science, because I've always wanted to explore the career opportunities of homelessness. That's gonna be good, I think. Recently when I was on campus, I had like a crazy person come up to me and he was like, hi, can I talk to you about Jesus? And I was like, please don't. But that never seems to stop those people. They're never like, oh, okay, never mind then. They just kind of keep going with it. And this guy said, well, aren't you afraid of the rapture? And I was like, sorry, not familiar. So he explained to me that the rapture is going to be when the end of the world comes and the righteous will ascend to heaven, and the sinners will stay behind on the earth. And for starters, I don't believe in the rapture, but that's only because I'm an adult who no longer believes in magic. Like, only reason. But I was thinking about that. I was like, so the righteous ascend and the sinners stay down? Pretty sure that could happen and I wouldn't notice for 6 months. I live in Southern California, dude. I mean, I don't know how much would change. Clearly, politics wouldn't change at all. Hollywood's gonna stay the same. I'll be smoking pot with my same degenerate friends. It wouldn't be till like August, and I was like, I haven't heard from my cousins in Utah for a while. Wonder what they're up to. Oh, they're probably on a mission. That makes sense. Makes plenty of sense. And I'm a big Discovery Channel guy. Do you have any fans of the Discovery Channel? I'll see you at Shark Week. Bam! That's right. That's right. My favorite show on the Discovery Channel, though, is I Shouldn't Be Alive. Yes, you and me. We will TiVo some shit together. This show, I don't know if you guys have seen it. It's called I Shouldn't Be Alive, and it's stories about people. And I should explain. The premise of the show is people who have survived amazing things, not people whose parents fucked up on an abortion or something like that. But the one I saw was It Is So Bad. I know. She's like, that was so bad. So badass. That's right. Let's keep going. The episode of the show that I saw, though, was about that guy a couple of years ago who was out hiking in Utah, and a rock fell on his arm, and after 3 days, he just, cut it off with a Swiss Army knife and hiked back to safety. This blew my mind. I found out that for 3 days, he drank his own urine to survive. For 3 days. Survive, which is way better than when I did it for curiosity. The media does not run with it in the same way, we'll say that. But this guy was sitting there for 3 days with a Swiss Army knife, and he cut his arm off. That wouldn't occur to me ever. I'd just be sitting there, be like, oh, what a predicament. Oh, Swiss Army knife. Thank God I have something to play with while I wait to die. That would have been a long 3 days of pee drinking. But this guy, did it, and now he wrote a book, and he's gonna. By the way, the name of his book is called Between a Rock and a Hard Place.
It's right here.
And I'm so mad I didn't think about it. He wrote the joke before I could get to it. I'm like, bastard. But he's gonna go, and now he's just gonna try to live the rest of his life like a normal guy. Am I the only one who feels like that is going to be a miserable failure? Like, there's no way he's going to he's going to be the biggest asshole dad ever. His kids are going to come in and be like, Dad, I fell off my bike and I skinned my knee. And he's going to be like, oh my God, you want me to get the Swiss Army knife? Or, do you want to quit being a pussy? Daddy will be in the backyard doing one-arm push-ups while you decide, faggot. And before we go on, I'm not okay with that word, especially not saying it to children, but he's been through some stuff, so, you know, it's, I think we should
here for a second and play a song for you guys. It was written by one of my ancestors on the way here on the Mayflower. Not the pilgrim ship, he just lived in a moving truck for a little while. It's called Some Jokes Are Funnier When You Tell Them With Music. And here are some of those jokes. I recently saw a woman playing the accordion and I thought to myself, wow, the only thing sexier than a woman playing the accordion is a woman doing anything else. My bisexual friend recently started riding the unicycle. I find this incredibly inappropriate. I don't know why that's funny. I think that if I ever showed up to a meltdown at a cheese factory after melted cheese led to the death of thousands, I'd lighten the mood for everyone by saying, fondue, more like fondant! Some jokes are not funnier when you tell them with music. I think that if clothes could talk, clothes would say a lot of interesting things. Like a pink pop collar polo on a guy would say, not only do I work out, I'm also a douchebag. Maybe something you didn't know. Or mock turtlenecks. Mock turtlenecks would say, yeah, look at me, I'm a turtleneck. Because they would mock turtlenecks. As a comedian, I really believe in the power of words. I think that just one word can completely change the meaning of something. Dude, she gave me head. Dude, she gave me head lice. Sometimes just 2 letters makes all the difference. I went to the doctor, turns out I have hives. Went to the doctor, turns out I have HIV. For those who weren't counting, that's one Helen Keller joke and one AIDS joke. Let's party tonight, people! Alright. Let's do it. I once had a friend come up to me and say the most embarrassing moment of his life was when he accidentally shit his pants. I was thinking about that statement, and I'm pretty sure the word accidentally is a little redundant. It should be the only way but I gradually broke my addiction. I didn't quit cold turkey, hey! Oh no! I'm opposed to war, you guys. I don't understand war. I don't even understand why one country would invade another. But if Hungary invaded Turkey, I totally get that. God help us if Chile were involved. That would be a delicious war. And these are the jokes that are funny when you tell them with music.